Welcome to Pause for Peace with me, Pastor Jule, and I hope you are having a wonderful week. I can't believe that the month of August is nearly half over, and I have found myself, like at least 3 times in the last week, having conversations with people about what brings them joy, like what really lights them up, what gets them like so excited in life that they want to like get out of bed every morning. And it's actually a good measuring stick to use this question of like what brings me joy. Now there are always going to be those things that we have to do in life just because we have to do them. But there's also this way that we can be clear about how we're going to spend our time and use those talents, those abilities that we have in ways that actually bring me joy and bring more joy to the world. And I want us to spend a little time in some reflection today, just some quiet reflection, listening for what brings me joy. And I'm sure I have asked you to reflect on this before during our Pause for Peace time together, but it's always a good time, especially in the month of August, when summer, I know for a lot of people, children are going back to school, teenagers are heading back to school, teachers are back in that grind of every day, making like that whole process work of teaching our children. We're grateful to them. So it's a time when summer is still taking place and people are making this switch to back to school time for those people whose life revolves around school. So it's a great time to be reflecting on what brings me joy. I'll invite you to get yourself centered and like in a position that's comfortable, and maybe you do want to lie down for this. Maybe you want to like go lay in a hammock. Ooh, I'd love to do that. That's one thing that really brings me joy, and I never get enough time every week to do that. Maybe you want to sit outside in a rocking chair. I actually have, if you're watching this podcast, you can see in the visuals behind me, this beautiful lake and some rocking chairs there. Just this gorgeous way to just be able to sit and rock and be alone or with a friend and just like a companion on the journey and just chat about whatever comes up. That is one fabulous thing I love that brings me joy. And there might be some other things. Maybe nature brings you joy. So let's just get ourselves in a state, a place, a position in which we can be quiet for a little bit. Maybe you have your favorite chair in the house where you go to sit in that chair when it's time to reflect. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes, get your feet flat on the earth. If you're laying down on the earth, then maybe imagine like your whole body just like melting into the land underneath you. And if you'll take a few deep breaths from your belly, not from your shoulders, from your belly. Release them slowly. One of the things that brings me great joy is time at the beach, on the beach, and whether that's my beach where I live in Wisconsin on Lake Michigan, or maybe it's a beach along the ocean, or even like a sandy place, a beach somewhere else in the world, in a small lake. But it's just so wonderful to be able to be on the beach. And so there's an image behind me on my shelf that reminds me of places I love. So take another deep breath, like that water coming up on the shore of the beach and then receding back into the ocean. We take another deep breath and can release slowly. You might want another deep breath and release slowly. Like hopefully you're feeling yourself getting like centered in yourself, getting calmed down within. And if that's not happening for you, then maybe continue to take another deep breath, or maybe do change your position. Maybe you need to sit up if you're laying down and can't be comfortable laying down, or maybe you do need to like lean a little bit. Whatever works for you. Put your arms on pillows, whatever works for you to get yourself centered. We're going to take together another intentional breath, and this intentional breath is going to come with that prayer or that intention of, reveal to me that which brings me the greatest joy. So let's take a deep breath with that intention. We're focusing on the space of our heart, and we are asking that question. It's a question we're asking to God, or like to the great spirit that is within. What is it that brings me the greatest joy? You might actually open your hands, palms up wherever you are, so that you have a sense of being able to receive a gift in your open hands. And being very focused on the energy of your heart space, right in the center of your chest. If you can be listening, noticing from that place, as you are asking God to reveal what is it that brings you the greatest joy. In this time of stillness, we pay attention to the response. If you're finding yourself being pulled off from staying like focused in the energy of your heart, then take another deep breath and recenter yourself in the energy of your heart. And set that intention once again to have revealed to you, what is it that brings me the greatest joy? Maybe you feel like nothing's happening, like you're not having anything come to you. There's no revelation that is coming as you're asking, what is it that brings me my greatest joy? But yet you have like butterflies landing all around you and on you. And so perhaps that's the revelation you need to see, that butterflies being outside is one of the things that brings you the greatest joy. Let's continue in a time of quiet. Maybe like a little song is like coming into your head. And so maybe what's being revealed is that music or singing or that particular song is what brings you the greatest joy. Creating the beauty, the beautiful gift of music. It's so amazing that people have that ability to create beautiful music, and it's such a gift to them, to their process and their creative expression, but also to us, those who get to receive that amazing gift. So keep on listening, just noticing what's being revealed in all of the myriad of ways that things can come to us as we get ourselves centered and pay attention. maybe a person. Their name or their face is just like coming to you over and again in the stillness. And the reality is that that person, or what they represent, is what brings you the greatest joy. Let's take one more deep breath, and this time our intention is the intention of gratitude, of giving thanks for whatever has been revealed to us in this time of quiet. So one more deep breath from the belly. Release it. It's almost like releasing. Thank you, 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 thank you so much for what I have been noticing as I've intentionally been paying attention. And when you're ready, you can bring your awareness back to the present moment. You might want to wiggle your toes a little bit to get yourself it's like awaken your extremities as you can, to open your eyes when you are ready, and have that experience of committing to yourself that you will in some way, bring into your waking world these things that have been revealed that bring you great joy. And if it's been music, maybe it's like, I'm going to actually turn on some music. If I'm at home, if I'm cleaning, if I'm cooking, if I'm just hanging out, I'm going to turn on music because music is what brings me joy. Or maybe it is dabbling in art, because dabbling in art is something that brings you joy. I have behind me a collage that I did a couple summers ago, and it just was everything that came to me as I was in front of the various images and even different modalities and textures, and just what brought me joy. And so it all got put together on a collage that just reminds me to keep on going, to get up and make it happen each day. And so just brings me great joy to see this beautiful, bright collage, reminding me of those moments of being able to create in that way. So whatever it has been, maybe it's just been you've smelled some herbs as they have been around you. You've been sitting outside, and it's just a reminder of the beauty of the earth and your love of lavender. If you're somebody like me, I love the smell of lavender. I love lavender plants. And so I have a massive lavender plant that just keeps growing bigger and bigger, and the bees have been all over it this summer. It's just been fabulous. Whatever has come to you, find a way to concretize that, to bring it consciously into your waking world every day, so that each and every day, what brings you joy will be top on your list to ensure that is taking place for you in that day. Thanks so much for joining me for this Pause for Peace, and enjoy all the things that bring you joy. Blessings.